I have 43 pieces of real estate. I'm down to 17. I've been selling bulk of my portfolio. And these are the conversations I love real estate people to have more often, because we talk about all the greats and how we did it and money and all that stuff. There's a realization, right? You have to understand there's a time you have to pivot and get out of certain things. You don't stay there forever. I realize that in certain states and certain markets, it doesn't make sense for me to keep those properties. The equity is maxed out, or the rent isn't going to work with what I'm doing. Or the rent's not going to go up anymore. Like properties, for example, I bought about 11 properties in Birmingham, Alabama at one time for like $40,000. So now I've been selling those for like $150,000, $180,000. But the people income in the area has not exceeded enough for them to even be able to buy these homes. So they're priced out of buying. So now I'm looking at this piece of property going, okay, what are the odds that they're all of a sudden going to have a tech boom in Birmingham and now everybody can afford to start buying these houses for $180,000, $200,000? What are the odds? The odds are very slim. So either I'm going to keep getting Section 8, $700, $900, $1,000 a month, or I'm going to sell the asset, take that money to buy me a bigger asset where I can keep growing my money, right? Because I'm not forced to only stick with cash flow. And I have to look at the future of where real estate is going. To me, real estate is going in an unstable place, right? You can stabilize it by buying assets as a form of cash flow. Buying you property to make you cash, to supplement your income, because a lot of people's jobs are at risk. So I'm not saying don't. What I'm saying is I'm not at the point where I need to supplement my job's income. I don't have a job. So my objective is to take that money, pour gasoline to make more money. But now I'm buying real estate internationally. Like I've mentioned, I bought property in Thailand, Bali. Now I'm looking at Dominican Republic. I'm looking at in Costa Rica, they have plans to do an airport on the other side of the island. They're going to do a new road because the main airport area is congested. So now I'm looking into that, and I suggest other people think about that. So like I mentioned, if you have this many people leaving the country, they're not going to own. A lot of them are looking to rent. You can now look at this trend. Do we think that this next group of people retiring are not going to leave the country? Start looking to buy you in these places because the real estate's going up there. Like in Thailand, I currently bought a 2-bedroom about a 5-minute walk from the beach, $70,000. I just got off the phone with one of my guys yesterday. I'm looking at another one, literally jump through a brick into the window, $170,000. And this is only like months later, and they're building, and there are companies out there like Wyndham Resorts. You can look at, I don't want to give too much information because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I'm going to give y'all some things that you need to understand. Start thinking about where you want to grow old. Growing old in America may not be for you. It really may not be the best way to go. There are countries where they're building schools. They're building the second American-speaking school right now in Thailand because so many Americans are running it. Like a whole school. You have companies that are adding to their business model of building residential businesses and not just hotels, because now they realize they want to sell apartments. Like all you got to do is follow the trend. If a Starbucks opened up in a neighborhood, they already did the research to tell you need to go to this neighborhood. And I'm just doing the research of looking how many people are leaving and saying, okay, maybe I need to look at that. Like investors are selling a lot of their assets. Really, when people say there's a shortage of real estate on the market, it's two different things. There's the shortage of real estate that's being sold on Zelle and Zillow and all that, and that's not a shortage. You can literally go in there and find tons of stuff. You can. But there's a shortage of housing that's being built. New homes, there's a shortage. Product out there? Oh, there's tons of it. Tons of it. Why is the difference there? So I'm looking to get down to 7 properties, leaving the United States, living in other countries, transferring my money into other assets besides the banks and besides just real estate here, because I see, I don't want to say turmoil, but when I see uncertainty, I'm not cool to sit around and go, I'll wait and see. I don't believe the glitches with the banks and the glitches that happen with the airports and all that is a fluke. If you know technology is the way it is and other countries have been through these kind of cyber attacks, I want you to think about it. I want you to say to yourself, there's 3 things in life you need to be prepared for. Number 1, financially prepared. Number 1, at the end of your work shift, your boss tells you you're fired. Are you ready for that? Number 2, at the end of your lease, you think it's going to be renewed, but instead you get a 30 or 60-day notice to move. What are you going to do? The third thing, when you log into your app and you hit log in, it says, you log into your bank account, put the name, you hit log in, and it says, username not found. What are you going to do? So my thing is this. I personally have bank accounts, Thailand, Dominican Republic, different online banking systems. That's just me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you do research.